before I start the video, I want to say I'm a little stuffy while recording this, so if you got a problem with that, fuck yourself. SpongeBob SquarePants. You went from being one of the funniest cartoons to ever grace television.
I call you a lady to humiliate and demean you.
I don't know why, but I think I'll kick SpongeBob's butt tomorrow.
To one of the most painful and annoying kid pandering shows on television. I mean, the new movie that'll probably come out when this video comes out looks like a return to form, but it doesn't change the fact that SpongeBob has had the biggest decline in quality for any TV show ever. But we're not here to talk about how the show has declined in quality over the years, we're here to talk about the video games based off the show. I really wish I could talk about how the show declined, but yeah, that. Ever since the show was released in the summer of 1999, there have been a plethora of games based off the series, ranging from platformers, Metroidvania type games, and lots more. There was even a SpongeBob typing game with not only gruesome imagery, but it also had by far the worst Clancy Brown impersonator ever.
What's all the racket? This cash register is broken and I can't get me money out!
I think I'm gonna be sick!
But along with the show, the games based off of it started off good, but then it turned into complete and utter shit. So in order to show you another piece of SpongeBob media declined greatly, we're gonna be taking a look at the good, bad, and downright ugly of the SpongeBob SquarePants video games. Now, I would talk about Legend of the Lost Spatula first, but I really didn't know how to play it once I downloaded the ROM, and also that Bit Crush Painting the Pirate scared the fuck out of me, so let's start off with SpongeBob Super Sponge. Now, the story of Super Sponge is pretty damn simple. It's Patrick's birthday, and SpongeBob wants to get him an autograph of Bikini Bottom's famous middle-aged superheroes, Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy. So, SpongeBob meets the two heroes, and they agree to do it as long as SpongeBob gets Mermaid Man a sandwich, pampering stuff, and a shitload of other things. Basically, throughout the whole game, you travel throughout Bikini Bottom and risk your life in order to get Mermaid Man his required objects. Yeah, hope you're happy now, you fucking crusty old fuck. Now, Super Sponge is one of the platforming SpongeBob games, and at first glance, I thought it would be rather poorly made, but it's actually a pretty decent game. I even felt that it was pretty challenging at points too. I mean, how about that? You get to go through famous Bikini Bottom locales, you get to use different objects from the show as weapons, and while the game overall is really nothing special, it manages to get away scot-free by honestly being a pretty decent and well-made 2D platformer. In fact, it must have been slightly popular in the GBA because they made a PS1 version with slightly enhanced graphics and actual but super compressed voice acting, which does feature the voice actors from the show, but Mr. Krabs' voice actor still isn't Clancy Brown, and I swear that whoever is voicing Mermaid Man isn't the late and great Ernest Borgnine.
See nut butter?
But all in all, Super Sponge isn't the most OMG best 2D platformer game ever, but it's still okay overall, so it's passable. But while Super Sponge was simply alright, the next game we're looking at, Battle for Bikini Bottom, is fucking outstanding. Who would have thought that a developer could make a 3D SpongeBob platformer and actually make it good? The plot, again, is simple. Plankton creates a massive robot army to help him take over the world, but he screws up when he realizes that he accidentally programmed them to not obey him. So it's your job as SpongeBob, Patrick, and Sandy to stop the evil robots and save Bikini Bottom. Now, just like the plot, the gameplay actually resembles that of the usual 3D platformer collectathon, which is nothing but a good thing. The game in terms of gameplay is very reminiscent of classic 3D platformers like Super Mario 64 and Banjo-Kazooie. It has open worlds, tons of objects to collect, and tons of enemies to defeat along the way, and that alone makes Battle for Bikini Bottom worth an entire playthrough. They made it control well, they made it fun, they made the environments expansive enough, and they just really blew it out of the water with this one. No pun intended. Even the presentation is on par with the gameplay, with Bikini Bottom looking like an accurate 3D portrayal of it, and with the voice acting being superb as always. Though I still don't see why they yet again couldn't get Clancy Brown to voice Mr. Krabs, and I really wish they did get him to voice him in this game, as his voice matcher sounds like he's passing a kidney stone.
SpongeBob, this flapping robot crisis is making the Krusty Krab lose money like a sinking ship.
I think I'm gonna be sick.
But regardless of that, Battle for Bikini Bottom is still an insanely great license game that really needs to have others of its kind. Now, after the movie is of course when the show took a dive in quality, and the games followed suit, with the games after this ranging from meh to utter shit. The few examples I can think of are Atlantis SquarePants and Truth or Square, with Atlantis just being horribly bland, and with Truth or Square being boring and repetitive, which sucks seeing as it was developed by Heavy Iron Studios. years. But nothing, and I mean nothing, could prepare you for the utter hell of the latest SpongeBob game at the time of writing this video, SpongeBob SquarePants Plankton's Robotic Revenge. The game starts off with an extremely bad CGI cutscene explaining that some fucking batteries fell from the sky, which prompted Plankton to make a whole robot army to steal the Krabby Patty formula. Okay, alright, hold the phone here. Okay, first of all, I guess batteries falling into Bikini Bottom is a normal occurrence, and second of all, the plot is almost literally copied and pasted from Battle for Bikini Bottom. Were you really that lazy, Activision? Like, fucking really? Whatever. Anyways, after that awful cutscene, you get thrown into the game, and oh god, no. What is this? Like, seriously, you just go around and beat robots till there's no tomorrow with your simple 2 attacks. Is this fun? Is this what they thought was actual gameplay? Because if so, they got it all wrong. I mean, seriously, guys, there's nothing more to that. You just bash around robots with 2 attacks. Literally, I am not selling this game short. Everything is wrong with this game, from the boring and monotonous gameplay, shoddy looking and sounding presentation, and it all just screams, we didn't give a damn. And the worst thing about it is that they finally got Clancy Brown to voice Mr. Krabs, but they got him for this. Man, it just sucks seeing how low the whole SpongeBob franchise as a whole has gone. It went from being a fun cartoon for all ages to a corporate moneymaker that has buried itself alive. Can SpongeBob games, and the show for that matter, be good again? Well, maybe, because the new movie does look good, and hell, Steven Hillenburg is apparently back to working on the show full time, so maybe soon enough, SpongeBob will return to his former glory. Or the movie could still be great, the show could get good again but get cancelled in a year or two, and the games could still blow ass nowadays. I'd be fine with either one, but I think I'm all sponged out for this video. Anyways, ladies and gents, that's it for now. I'm Skippy, and
I'm gonna kick your butt.
The battle for Bikini Bottom in 15 seconds. Bikini Bottom was a lovely place, but now it isn't. The evil Plankton has taken it over. SpongeBob has to say that that's him tongue-boarding. Why is he doing that? Can't get into that now. It's the new SpongeBob video game, and it's on a bunch of different game systems, and it's rated everywhere.
Karate stuff, lad. Had to sign a nudity clause to do this shit.
Mr. Krabs in the restroom. More than I want to know.